What's going on, everybody? I'm pro singer David Braley. Today, I'm checking out something that was released only a few days ago by my favorite collective group called Ayreon. This, of course, is spearheaded by Aaron Lucassen, and this is the second clip from their Ayreon Live Beneath the Waves DVD Blu-ray that they're releasing, coming very shortly. He picked the song "The Day the World Breaks Down" just simply because it's one of his favorites, and honestly, it's one of mine too. So, without any further ado, let's check it out.
A silence so deafening as the stillness surrounds us. A rush of fear is surging through our veins. A shadow so menacing darkens our horizon. What have we done? Is this the end?
I'm a therapist who goes to therapy, and some people think that's strange. The thing is, though, therapists are human. Listen, it's not abnormal, weak, or weird to
When death descends,
All right. We're gonna stop right now, just because I wanna get back. Before we go a little bit too further, I'll even rewind a little bit so we can get that killer breakdown, that killer heavy breakdown. So clearly, first singer popping out, Damian Wilson, absolutely slaying it. Of course, the his voice is beautiful. Just his phrasing, he gets it. He's telling the story. I love his. I don't know with this group with Aaron Lucassen, I can only assume. I'm not super familiar with the way these types of concerts and this genre of music holds their concerts, so I'm kind of somewhat assuming that they're probably having to follow along by a click. There has to be something sort of consistent, especially with things changing so drastically. While the tempo never really, well, the format, like the tempo really never changes. The time signatures or the feel and the groove, those all change. So sometimes you need the click in your ear so you can hear the different tempo changes, and you need or the sorry, the different key signatures being counted in, everything like that, so you can know exactly where you're going. And in the opening, it sounds like he's doing so much like with this. It's like it would be considered in classical music, I think, recitative. It's beautifully rubato and really nicely layered. Then of course one of the coolest bits, not the coolest, but one of many very cool bits. Out comes the flautist and the cello, which just kills it. I cannot pronounce Urian Westerveld on the cello, and man, urine Goosens on the flute. Very sorry if I really just ruined everybody's names, but the flautist and the cellist are beautiful. Man, their phrasing and their flow, they're listening to each other, connecting and really pushing through that and driving the music. The great thing about what this genre does is that a lot of it it mixes the idea of, your rock opera and then your alternative, your heavy music, your metal, your core, your whatever it may be. In this case, I guess progressive rock. And that might be a rude thing to say, and I'm sorry if I got it wrong. I'm genre illiterate sometimes, especially when it gets into the really nitpicky things like the specific oriented, but just follow me here. But yeah, utilizing you got the same really great sounds and all the really great balance, and every single instrument is heard and it's crisp and it's intricate. But then you get the rock opera where it throws in these changes. Now, these changes aren't meant to be musically beautiful. These changes are meant to disturb or to change the feel or the environment of the story that they're telling. So that's that rock opera switch. You know what I mean? Really good stuff. So yes, got Damian Wilson, phenomenal flautist, phenomenal cellist, and then of course right into a beautiful guitar, that heavy bit, and we start getting into this very neat, more synth-driven, more futuristic sounding. For I believe, just to make sure, I believe this is Daniel Gildenlow, who will be joining us next. And let's roll back a little bit. Here we go.
Don't say it won't you, you become my words. The day that the world breaks down.
All right, I'm going to stop right there just because I have the microphone and I can. But no, I wanted to not go too far in to, I believe if I get this, please don't hate me. I'm trying my best to follow JC. I have watched this once before just to be sure. I try to follow the names and everything as well as I can. Anyway, what a wonderful voice. Of course, comes out. He's got a really great understanding of what he's, trying to come out and do. Sounds like he's the scientist that nobody listened to. Once again, for the full understanding of this song, or a better understanding, I think I got it. I think I reviewed this song a while ago, but not this version. So, and I might know the story a little bit better then, but it doesn't matter. The music, his voice, everything, working, killing it. I just love all the different breakdowns between when they had Simone Simmons and Jan up there doing singing "I Can't Believe It's Happening," and these jumps back and forth through these different times, these different environments, these different spaces, and with Daniel Gildenall just singing so well, just hitting these. Just really he has this mix, and he sings quite lightly, but he puts it in such a place where it has such intensity, where he can flip up between his head voice and his chest voice, and maybe a little light mixing. But once it gets to a certain place, he's like, "Hey, I know exactly where this needs to go." His ability to balance his self within his passaggio range. If you don't know what a passaggio range, very quickly, for men especially, everybody has multiple passaggio range. Men has the biggest one towards the top, the highest you could possibly sing, and the lowest the highest you could possibly yell, like on your chest voice, as high as you can go, then your head voice as low as you can go. Within that section, there's this uneasy gap where nothing's really all that strong. So you spend your entire career minimalizing that gap or learning how to work around it. And it's as much as having to sit there with pen and paper and write on the notes or on the words, head voice, chest voice mix, head voice, chest voice mix. So you could see, and it becomes muscle memory, and you can sing that song all the time exactly in that placement until you can work directly through it. And eventually it becomes really, really well connected. And that's exactly what he's done, and that's what he's worked on. It sounds incredible. So the two different juxtaposing back and forth, I can't believe this is happening. Hey, man, I told you, I'm up you up now. Really, really great stuff. The wonderful, wonderful harmonies. Of course, JC's out now, and I'm going to rewind. Hopefully, I can get to the bit maybe where he starts, so I'm not... There we go. So we're not skipping. We're not starting in the middle of a phrase, hopefully. All right, guys, here we go.
I always knew this would happen. Not many believed in my cause. I'm sure they will all turn to me now. I'm sure I am the only one who can save from his fate.
Another layer.
I always knew not many showed faith in my plans. I'm sure they will listen to me now. I'm sure I am the only one who can save me from this fight. our crowd. Oh,
This is not over. I'm sure we'll find a way out of this desperate situation.
Beautiful voice.
This is not over. If it all seems hopeless, for in the end we'll cross this
Man, that's intense. That's so much fun. Okay, so let's go backwards. Starting out, Tom England, he comes out and he just wails it. Absolutely knocks it out of the park. I love that groove, and he has such great phrasing in that, such nice lean back. That bass line is just sick. I also love in between a lot of bits they have, and I think this is like the counter going down, or bad things happening, or just a sign of the intensity just getting a little bit bigger. They have these really great breaks in the music of like, all these really cool little additions in there, which are very, man, the Who did it. Gosh, rock operas with like, I've heard it so many places before. It could be very, I mean, it's even like a bit Tower of Powery, a lot of Earth, Wind and Fire ish. A lot of bands use those cool breakdowns, especially with that big horn section. And this obviously no different, but utilizing it for a very different purpose. And it's really to raise the stakes and to increase that level of, the day that the world breaks down, getting closer. Absolutely, just huge fan of that section, that whole groove, everything. And then Annette von Giersbergen comes out, and she just the feeling between the two. So you got Tom England, the tempo. Remember, I said the tempo never ever changes. The tempo, yes, tempo never ever changes. Key signatures may, tempo stays the same. It's always boom. There's always this through tempo, right? This through section, through beat, and she comes out. All of a sudden, the entire feeling of the groove changes. But it changes like that, kind of seamlessly, although it's so different. All of a sudden, the groove changes, and it's much more straightforward. There's no lean, not much of a swing. It's very kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very kind of, and her voice is beautiful. She has a lovely mix that goes up nice and high. Very, very forward, nice balance, vibrato, beautiful sounding. Fits that section perfectly. And then goes back to Tom England. Fantastic. Then, of course, Marcella comes out and Irene Jansen comes out, and they just, of course, kill it. finish off with a massive bang, quite literally, massive explosion. Guys, I'm happy as a pig in poo. Thank you so much for pointing this out to me. This is a Discord request, so thank you so much for pointing this out to me. I will continue to watch, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'll talk to you pretty soon. Thanks all for stopping by, and I'll catch you all on the flippity flop. Bye.